In this video, I'm going to be talking about um, kind of the financial data sector in the form of pretending to be a hedge fund. In this case, I use some Coca-Cola messy data. So as we see for Coca-Cola stock, there's some messy elements, and the ones on this stock data snippet, and they're more related to corporate actions like splits and dividends. So here's kind of the messy data set. There's stuff over here, kind of split ratios, dividend volume, close, high, low, open, date, sort of. It looks like it might be out of order. So we see why is data messy and needs cleaning. So we have unadjusted prices after stock splits. So, for example, Mass on June 16th in 1986, the closing price is 24.75, while the next day's opening price is 74.50. This massive jump is because June 16th price is the post-split price for 3-1 split. But the price data for the prior dates are not adjusted. So a proper data set needs a consistent split adjusted price series. So that's obviously not consistent throughout the split price series, which could affect how the data is perceived by someone who's reading these financial statements. Inconsistent volume reporting errors. Volume is listed as a number. A shortened string, kind of a little less formal. I don't know, we could fix some of these informalities, like volume of 0 or NA. Dividend misplacement. The dividend amount might be listed on the wrong date, the pay date or arbitrary date, instead of the previous X dividend date. Then missing or incorrect data points. Table contains NA for Sunday, 1986, 06, 15, and a post-split date, 1935-11-16, meaning the data source didn't fill out non-trading days and kind of didn't record the correct price for these different data points. So we think that there's discrepancies there just off that information. And then another issue we have is there's a non-zero volume day. I don't know if that's as big of a deal, but also the dates are kind of messed up, sorted, out of order, which is another thing that is not helpful at all when reading financial statements and kind of just lead to confusion because it's easy. You kind of need a time series of things to really understand the data, and we kind of just don't see that here, where they're kind of thrown off. Then, yeah. So we move down here, so we try to clean up this data for Coca-Cola. So here's our clean version, as you can see. There's few changes here to make the data a little cleaner. So the first price adjustment, cleaning step we took was the price adjustment. So all historical prices, open, high, low, close, doesn't matter. Before the 1986-06 split, were divided by the split ratio of 3. So the 73.99, we would then divide that by 3, which gives us around 24.66. And they even did a deeper clean where the price must be adjusted by all subsequent splits. So the original data only showed the current split for that time period, while the new adjusted one would be all subsequent splits beforehand, and would adjust the prices accordingly based on these splits and ratios. And we kind of call that adjusted close. Then the date time, they fixed all the dates and the times. So the time series is correct, way easier to read the data. Back in the first one, the prices were wrong. So, looking at that from a financial perspective, just getting wrong data is a big no-no and something that we want to kind of stay away from. And even the times being messed up also just confuses the reader as well. Then the informalities got fixed up with the 1.5 M, the actual number, just little discrepancies, make it look nicer. And then the dividend alignment, they also X date versus the pay date, they fixed that. So Dividends must be recorded on the ex-dividend date, which we know the first day of stocks trade without the dividend value included. But the row 1985, April 1st was kept, but a note was added to the notes column that the dividend value is assumed to be a dividend amount. And this row should obviously be shifted to the before dividend date or the ex-dividend date for more accurate financial data that can kind of skew someone's perspective if they think the dividend date is a certain time when it's not. They might be misled or expecting something. And then we come down, we kind of have our code. So this is our original define the messy data. This is our messy data right here. Then we come down and we have we have a convert date to column date time format. So this is formatting our dates in the correct order. Then we come down, we're kind of standardizing our volume. So we're converting the 1.5 mil or just anything like that into the actual 1,500,000. And this kind of helps us do that in a coding sense. So it's saying replace parentheses create M with just times a million. So instead of the M, they're just multiplying by a million. Then volume clean. They're cleaning. I guess we can come back up here. Cleaning the volume. That kind of goes along with what I was just saying. Handling missing values. So the close adjusted, open, high, low, close adjusted. So we go back up here. We can see. Oh, numerical errors to okay. Yeah, so this is just, this is more when we come up here, adjusting these values to make sure they match up with the splits. I'm pretty sure, yeah, see like here, then there's more steps, cleaning step 3, split adjustment. The ratio is 3.0, so 3.1. So, yeah. It still stays the same on this column, although it actually affects the prices, and they're actually way more accurate. You see the data here, and the prices are actually accurate with the split according to the split ratio, and this section helps us adjust factor 1, and they write in parentheses date, in parentheses the date and the date value, ratio, and the actual split, and then apply and all this good jazz right here for adjusted price, unadjusted price divided by adjustment factor. So that's kind of the formula we're using. For the dates before the split, factor is 3.0. So before the splits, the factor is 3.0. And then for dates after the split, the factor is 1. So kind of see that with the different splits. And then on the clean data output, this was kind of given. I'm pretty sure this is the same exact one as above that we went over. Non-trading, and clean file we saved is Coca-Cola clean stock data. So that's all I got for Coca-Cola in this session, but I hope that was very informational. Thank you.